Okay, good morning and welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a fork, and we're going to be using DesignSpark Mechanical. So go ahead and open up DesignSpark. I've switched over to 6.0. I guess you have till the end of this month, and then they will be shutting down the other versions. That's what I read here under their announcement. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and create a fork. So we're going to go new design. We're going to go ahead and just change this over to plan view. So we're going to click there, or V on the keyboard. What you're going to need to do a fork is you're going to need a couple of drawings. You can find these on the internet. If you do just a basic search for fork drawing, you're going to need the top view of the fork drawing, something like that. Could be basic. And then you're going to need what's called a profile. So you need something like this. And we're going to be creating a 200 millimeter long fork, which is a standard size, and then we're going to make ours 4 millimeters thick. So what we're going to do is go ahead and open up DesignSpark. We're going to come up here and minimize, and then we're going to drag these two into DesignSpark. They have to be JPEGs. So just click on both of them and drag them over. Don't worry if they're not the right orientation, we can change that. So now we're going to go back over here and maximize. So I'm going to click on that one there, come up to move, and then we're going to rotate it like this, 90 degrees. Okay, now we'll just click and drag this up. So we want to do ours 200. You could either change these to 200 millimeters now, or you could resize them later. So we're going to change ours now. So we're going to go ahead and put a guide in here. Let's turn on the snaps down here. Click that snap to grid. And then we're going to go ahead and put a line in here. And then we're going to do another one. So we're going to go to move. We're going to click on that line. Hold down your control key. And then we're going to drag this over. Make a copy. And then we're going to type 200 in there. So it goes 200 millimeters. I know this seems kind of large, but should be fine. And then now to scale your graphics, you just want to click on the graphic and then just go ahead and grab one of those corner points, hold down the shift key and just kind of drag this out. And then we'll just move it around. So just make sure it goes from the left line there to the right line. So go ahead and hold down shift. Okay, so that's good enough. So we're going to put that up there for now. Now you're going to do the same with your profile. Just go ahead and click on it, grab that one of the corners, and just drag this out. You can click on that one there and drag it over to the side. Okay, so now we have our two elements, 200 millimeters, and then we can go ahead and get rid of these. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and go to pan and just pan this over. And then do a Control plus on your keyboard so we can zoom in one time. And now I'm going to put a line in here. So just try to go from the midpoint there and just drag that on over. You could type 200 because we know this fork is supposed to be 200. So we'll go ahead and go to there. We're going to click on select to click off of that. And then I'm going to right mouse click on this line and we're going to go here. This first one, set as mirror line. So we're going to go to that. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and start drawing. So we're going to start here. We're going to drag up and click, and then we're going to just drag over. And we're going to round all this stuff later. So we'll click to there and come down straight to here, and then we're going to go right to here and then kind of go over like this. No specific dimensions for now other than the 200 millimeters. Then we'll go to there and then we'll click and come straight down to there. Okay, so this is going to be our fork, and then now we want to come up here and select this create rounded corner. So we're going to go ahead and put a full round in there, like that. And then we're going to come over here, click, and then go to this, a full round on that one, click. Then we want to put a little fillet in here. So we're going to click on the first line and then the second line, and we want to put a 3mm fillet in there. Okay, so this is going to be the base of our fork. Now we want to put this stuff in here. So what we're going to do is grab a circle. I'm going to click here. We're going to put a, make that 4mm. I'll actually make that 4 is a little thin, so go ahead and type 5 in there. We'll do 5mm. So now what we're going to do is select this circle there. We're going to come up here to move. We're going to select move. We're going to hold down the control key so we get a copy, and then we're going to click on that red. We're going to drag it up till it's lined up there. So we're going to go, let's go to 8mm. So just let go there and then type in 8 on the keyboard, hit enter. Okay, so now we're going to click on the middle one again. We're going to hold down control key, select the red, and then we're going to drag down 8mm over here. So let go, type 8, hit enter. Okay, now come up here to select to click off. So now we have our little lines here that we're going to draw. So we'll grab our line tool. These are going to be at an angle, so I want to go ahead and turn off the snap so it's not problematic. We're going to click there, and then we're going to kind of angle this down a little bit. Come out here if you need to, and then go ahead right there, just click. Oh, actually undo that. Get back to here. This looks like it, for some reason it clicked on straight. I don't want it to be straight. I want it to be a little bit of an angle. So just make sure that it's there when you click. Darn it, undo again. Sorry about that. It keeps going to the, it keeps wanting to make it straight. So let's just come out here a little bit and then click. And then select the click off. Okay, so these two are going to be angled, and the ones in the middle can just be straight. So we'll go ahead and get the line tool again. And then we'll go from here. We can just come out to there. And then we'll go from here straight out. Okay, so now now we got our basic fork shape. So now we're going to go ahead and come up here to the trim away tool, select that, or you can hit T on your keyboard, and then just get rid of these pieces that we don't need. Get rid of these. Okay, looks good. Now what I want to do is maybe move these lines over a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click move, select that line, and then I'm going to move. We'll pull this line in a little bit. Not really sure what happened there. Let's undo that. Let's select all this stuff so it's not moving stuff we don't need. So we'll go ahead and move this. Just pull that in a little bit, maybe 2mm. So go ahead and type 2 and hit enter, and then select the click off. Okay, so now we have this shape here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add a fillet right here. So go up here to the create rounded corners, select, then you're going to click the line here, and then kind of drag out. We'll do 170, hit enter, and then we'll get rid of anything like extra stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this line right here. So hit delete. We don't need that graphic. Then we're going to click on that mirror line, hit delete, and now we need to trim this. So go ahead and go Control plus. Let's go over here to our trim, or T on the keyboard, and we're going to click there and get rid of that one. Now let's do Control minus on the keyboard a couple of times, 2. Okay, now we have our shape here, our pull-through shape, which is what we're going to call this. Now over here we need to do our profile. So to do that, we're going to use our spline tool. So go ahead and click on that tool there, which is a spline. Now we're just going to go ahead and make sure that we're out right here at the corner. Now just click and drag, click to the point that you want to start the curve and click, and then turn, then click, add a point there, and then start to turn it. Click there, add a point, and then stretch it. You can just probably stretch it all the way now. So we'll go to here like this. Okay, now when we're done, we're going to come over here, click select to click off. Now I want to make this fork 4 millimeters thick. Oh, we need to trim right there. I can see a little, hang on one second. I can see an extra little piece. You got to be careful with stuff like this. This will cause you problems. So we'll go ahead and go to trim away, and then we'll just trim that. Okay, and then control minus, a couple of them. Now we're going to go ahead and get rid of this bottom one. We don't need it, so we'll hit delete. Now I'm going to come over here to this offset tool, offset curve, and then we want 4 millimeters. So we're just going to go click on it, and then we're going to move that down and type 4. Okay. Now select the click off. Now we're going to put a close up these end pieces here. So just do a Control plus to zoom in. Come up here to pan, select, kind of pan over. We're going to get our line tool, and then we're going to click endpoint to endpoint. Select the click off. Now we're going to pan over, and then we're going to get our line tool again, right up here. Click endpoint to endpoint. Actually, I don't think I did that. Undo. Endpoint to endpoint. Okay. There we go. All right. So now we're going to go Control minus. So now we have the basis for our fork drawing. So now what we want to do is go to pull. I'm going to go ahead and spin this. And we want to pull this piece out here. So we're going to go click on pull. We're going to click there. Let's go ahead and come over here and select the pull from both sides, this middle icon, and then we're just going to drag this out. This could be, let's go ahead and make that 100. So just type 100 in there, enter. Okay, so now we have our profile. Okay, and you have this in the middle here. So now we're going to go ahead and rotate this drawing here. So we want to select it. We want to come over here to move. And then we want to click on this red one. And we're going to drag this to 90. So go ahead and you can type 90 in there. And then hit enter. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and spin this. So now we can go select here on the actual fork. Come over here to plan view. Select. Now I'm going to move this over just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and go to move. We'll grab that red and just kind of nudge it over. Okay. Going to make this fork, I think, a little bit smaller. Let's go to spin. You actually probably make this smaller, but okay, so go ahead and turn that. Select the fork, go to plan view. We can pull this through and then we'll make an adjustment later. So we're going to go ahead and click on the fork, go to plan view. Then we're going to go ahead and get the rectangle tool. And then we're going to go up here. Just go ahead and click anywhere out there and just drag a marquee. Drag a square rectangle around your fork. And let go. We can make this 50, type 50 there, then hit tab, and then we'll do 210 there. Hit enter. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and select the click off. Going to go ahead and go to the 3D mode right there. And then we're going to spin this. So now we're going to use this as our pull through shape. So we're going to go to pull. We're going to select here and come over here and use the cut feature. So we're going to click cut there, and then we're going to just drag this straight through. Okay, that's going to be our fork. So now we're good. Now we have 3 solids. So come over here to your design tree. We're going to right mouse click on that piece, delete. Right mouse click on that piece, go down to delete. Now this is going to be our fork, our basic fork. Okay, so now what we want to do is go ahead and go Control plus, pan. We probably could have made this 2 or even 3 millimeters thick. It's a little thick, but that's okay. This is just for kind of a demonstration purposes. So we're going to go ahead and go to Pool, and we're going to select, we're going to multiple click until everything is selected, and then we're going to pull a little fillet there. So go ahead and do, we're going to do 1 millimeter. So just type in 1 with, when it's highlighted there for the radius, just put 1, enter. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and spin this. Go to Pool, we're going to multiple click till everything on the bottom is selected, and then we're going to type 1. Enter. Okay, so this is going to be our fork. Now don't worry if these are ever too short when you do your fork. What you can do is go ahead, I'll show you a little trick. You come over here to move, and you select that area there, and then you just go ahead and grab your green and drag it over. So if you want the slot on the fork to be farther, we go there, 5 millimeters. So you click right there, and then you want to go ahead and click the green and drag it. Let go, type in 5. Do the same on this last one. Click there. Grab the green, start to drag it. Let go. Oh, actually undo that. I wanted that to be 5. Let's just type 5 there, see if it will pull. I think I have to move it first. So with it selected, grab the green, move it. Okay, let go. Oh, it keeps wanting to go, keeps wanting to undo it. Let's undo that. Okay, I got to start to move it. And I'm going to let, all right, darn it. Doesn't want to go right to 5. Usually what you can do is just let go and then key it in, but it keeps jumping around. So let's go. See if I can let go of this. No, it's not going to let me do that. For some reason it's jumping off on this one. It was fine on the other ones. Okay, so let's click on that. Go to move. I'm going to just go a little bit here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to do. Let's see if I can drag it just to 5 without. There we go, I had it. It's good enough. It went to 5. It went to 501. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know why these two are smooth and this one. Every time I try to click, select off of this to change the dimension, it goes away. So sometimes Design Spark does that. So anyhow, here's, this is going to be your fork. So we went ahead and created the profile here like this. We created the top piece. We dragged the top piece through the profile and cut it out, and now we have this shape here. So only other thing, last thing you could do is come over here, go to pan. You could go ahead and put a little fillet around these if you wanted to. Just multiple click till everything is selected. Let me spin that. Let's see what I might be able to get away with here. Let's go to pull. Maybe you could do like 0.52 right there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it. This is close enough. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go turn it like this so you can see it better. And then you'll just have to click till you got all of them. or you could go manually click till you hold down Control key. And then just go around the entire fork like this. Actually, undo that. Just get that one. Control plus to zoom in. Hold down Control, get that one, and then get that last one there. Then put maybe like a 0.5 fillet. That's a little bit better. That softened it up a little bit. And then just do the same on all those other ones. And go ahead and do those before we finish. Just hold down Control and then select each one of these individually. Usually you can just multiple click and it will select everything, but since there's so many objects there, it's just going to get one or the other. So once you have them all selected, just type make sure you're in the pool, type 0.5, and then go ahead and do the same on these other two down here. Just make sure you get all the little pieces so you're not so your tip is going to be the same as the rest of the prongs there. 0.5, and then use your pan tool up here. Just pan up to the last one, go to pool, and then select these. And then we should be done with our fork. If you wanted to do a spoon, the spoon is similar, except you need to create another profile. To type in 0.5. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Control minus. We'll click here to select off of it, and then we're going to go ahead and spin this. So this is going to be our fork. A spoon would be a little bit different. Let's go ahead and view this. The right. Actually, I wanted to do front. Yeah, so your spoon would be, you basically would have, you're going to have this shape for the spoon. Then you're going to have another shape here for the curve of the spoon. You'll have a curve here and a curve here, and then you'll just pull this here, and then you'll sweep it from the curve, this curve to the other curve. And then you're going to have a top piece like this for the top of the spoon, and you'll pull that through. It's very similar to this, but instead of two elements, you're going to have a curve. You're going to have the curve here, probably a curve here, and then a curve here, and then you'll just sweep everything together. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial on how to create a fork. Let's go ahead and go to the front. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the tutorial and you got some lessons out of this video. Okay, thanks again for watching.